What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? We back again for another episode of The Shy. This season 6, episode 11. Girl, what's it called? It's called Saints and Sinners. Okay, let me just say this, baby. Jimmy and Jake break up. Jimmy and Jake just need to break up, okay? Because this ain't it, this ain't it, this ain't it. Even though both of them was kind of making some points and I kind of agreed a little bit, I just need them to break up, okay? Because Jake was being real. Jake was being really real, okay, at this point. But we gonna get there. Well, actually, let's just go ahead. So, this whole situation with Jake and Gemma, well, it actually starts when Papa has Bakari and Jake at Pastor Zeke's church. That's Kenya's daddy, okay? Y'all remember Kenya from at the beginning of the season that used to be Papa's girl. And I'm just so confused by her because while they was up in there, you know, we see her there with her son. I thought she didn't have that best of a relationship with her father or whatever because of the fact that, you know, she was a teenage pregnancy statistic. And I feel like now it's not more so, it's more so she doesn't have a good relationship with her mother. Because when she introduced the boys to her dad, and then the first lady came down there, and it's the way that the first lady looked at her, and then Kenya just left. And I was just like, ew, what was that about? And I'm not talking about Kenya, I'm talking about the first lady. But at this point, I don't, first of all, let's just go there. I'm not liking where this is going with Papa. Papa comes from humble beginnings, okay? He comes from humble beginning. He comes from a very modest, a very humble church or whatever. It's very much for the everyday people. You know what I'm saying? You don't really have to. It's not like it's something that's demanding. Like soon as you come in, you feel an anxiety because you can't tithe the way that they want you to. You can't do this and you can't do that. Papa's daddy's church literally was like something that was so inviting for anybody to come, no matter what their circumstances are in life, right? And you don't have that type of pressure on you, so you have to keep up with this and keep up with that in order to stay a member of the church. You could just come as you are, for real, for real, for real. But then when you get to Pastor Zeke's church, and you can see exactly why Papa Daddy had an issue with his message. And even Bakari said something about this. He said, because when they was coming back from the church, he was like, what y'all thought about the church or whatever? Because I think either Papa had asked them what they thought about the church, and then Bakari said, I mean, all he talking about is money. And then Papa was like, he was talking about prosperity. And it was like, well, that's literally the same thing. Because in this day and time, when we talk about prosperity, most of the time it is talking about money. And given how Pastor Zeke was, and his appearance and all that stuff, it's very much given that. It's giving these mega churches who basically be doing shady stuff, and you know, they already talking about him leaving with the Maybach and all that stuff. I'm telling y'all, if I was ever to go to church, I could never go to a mega church because it just would not feel right to me to help a person, this one person and his family, to become so uber rich. They're riding out here in these fancy cars and these designer clothes and all of this stuff and big houses and whatever, but yet your congregation is suffering. Your congregation is living in the hood. Your congregation is jobless or almost homeless or living on, you know, assistance and all that stuff, and they're giving their last to you so that you can live well and better than them. I don't believe in that mess at all. I mean, they ain't got to live in poverty. They ain't got to be on the same level, but for you to be on all of this stuff, and I'm suffering, I'm contributing, and what you contributing to me? You reading off words that I could read myself, okay? And I can give an interpretation myself, because that's literally what y'all doing when y'all get up there. Y'all trying to interpret what God says and claim that God is talking to you, but you can also be using that to be falsely interpreting things. And I can interpret things myself, and you can be up there being false prophets, okay? Beware, you know what I'm saying? And I already knew he was a false prophet, because when the show came on and they showed that stained glass window with the cross right here and the cross right there and the image of, I don't know if that was supposed to be him or if that was supposed to be Jesus. I don't know who the hell it was supposed to be, but it wasn't no Jesus that I ever seen of. Okay, it was a man, a black man who had some locks in his hair, and he had on a gold chain with a pink jacket, pink or red jacket on that looked like a modern day jacket what we wear today. I said, what in the gaudy hardy? That would have turned me away right then and there. If I would have seen something like that, baby, give me a little bit more tradition. Give me a taste of modern, but I need more so tradition, okay? That just a little bit much for me. And then the lady that was singing up in the choir, I said, is that Kiki Wyatt? But it wasn't. It wasn't, because y'all know Kiki had shaved her hair as well. But that wasn't her. But anyway, you got Jake sitting down there, and he peeped the first lady on the stage and everything. And I'm sitting here like, what? And she peeped him too. When he got introduced to her, she was like, I'm the first lady. She was like, oh, I like your hair. Who did it? He was like, I grew it myself. I was like, oh my goodness. Like, she instantly honed in on him, you know? And I was just like, something about this ain't right. And the first lady, she can go to hell. I'm sorry to say that, but she can go to hell. This is again talking about false prophets, because how are you the first lady of a church? You are married and you up here supposed to be following God's law. You're not supposed to be committing adultery and all this stuff and fornicating, and you are out here literally being a predator. You are being a predator. She didn't even ask how old that boy was. And we know he 18 because they said that we 18 years old. That's what he literally said up in the episode when he was talking to Gemma. And I'm sitting here like, you a grown-ass woman with a grown-ass daughter, or damn near grown daughter, teenage daughter too, with a grandson, and you up here praying on a baby. It was disgusting. The way that she came over to his house, his apartment, the way that she instantly just took off her stuff, whatever, the way that she instinctively went down on her knees to suck him off. The way that she was okay with just, and it's like, she's done this before. You cannot tell me she hasn't. And then I'm just like, Papa, this is what you want to be involved with? You just don't know. Like, if you see what's going on, you see your boy talking about it, you see she giving him the look and all that stuff, that's what you want to be a part of. And then for Pastor Zeke to come over there to the to Papa's daddy's church and to act as if he's really trying to be a man of God, and to, you know, look after and give a you know, a gift or whatever, as a sympathy gift or whatever, to Pastor Jackson's wife or whatever, as if they really care. And I really feel like he was over there to scope things out. He was over there to scope things out, and to me, it gave me the feeling like he was going to do something with that location. He was going to try to buy that location up and probably put up another second part or whatever to his church there. That's what it was given. That's what it was very much given, because he was looking around after Miss Jackson cussed his ass out or whatever in a Christian way. She said, my husband hated you. He said, men of God can't hate. Yes, they can. And he just did not like you. He said he probably didn't like the message. She said, he didn't like the message that you put out, and he damn sure didn't like your ass. And I was like, I'm here for it. I say hate is a strong word, Miss Jackson, but you know, he just didn't like the message. And now Papa is all over there. And baby, let me tell you something. Now, Miss Jackson, you ain't have to say that shit about his daughter. Talking about she was fast and all that shit. She probably did that from your fast ass daughter. I said, excuse me, miss. Now, see, ma'am, now I know you going through some things, and I know you grieving the loss of your husband, but baby, you better be glad you got that pastor right there and not the wife, because I would have cussed your ass out, okay? Now, the issue was between the two pastors, okay? Don't bring the children up in it like this, all right? Just because your son went over there to go see what was going on because he was trying to get acquainted and be a gentleman, you know, not just dating somebody and not seeing their parents and not seeing their peoples or whatever. He was being a gentleman going over there to his place and all that stuff. And you gonna call the daughter a bitch? And then it was almost as if he was trying to, I ain't gonna say woo, but what is it? Trying to like take Papa from the church to be over there to him. He brought him some new podcast, equipment. The mama had to get at Papa and was like, you know your daddy couldn't stand him or whatever, and you was all lollygagging at that church or whatever. So those times that you ain't want to come to church over here, you was over there with him. And she was like, I'm trying to forge my own path. Now, on the one hand, Papa is right. He has to make this decision for himself because he's technically an adult. He's a young adult, but this is something that he has to make his own decision on. But at the same time, Mama still got a little bit of, she's honing in and still, taking on the ideas of her husband. She's still grieving the loss of her husband, and it's like, I don't want to lose anybody else. That's how I feel. I feel like if Papa goes, she feels like she's losing somebody else in her life, the other man in her life. Okay, and again, this is all still fresh. Even Bakari had to speak up and try to agree with Miss Jackson, and she gonna say, if I need your help to say something, I will ask for it. I said, excuse me, but then again, I kind of understand. But at the same time, it's really not Bakari's fault. Okay, dude, I was gonna take Papa out, Papa Daddy out regardless. Okay, because he just wasn't playing on his team. You know what I'm saying anymore. But it came to the point where Bakari was like, "Do you think I should leave or whatever?" Papa said, "No, she just grieving. It's okay." I felt so bad for Bakari at the end. That was probably the most powerful scene at the end of the episode when he took that journal that the professor gave him last week, and he actually started writing his thoughts down about how he came from nothing. Him and his sister were so close together, and then the bond kind of like got messed up because they got separated and got sent to different foster homes. And so she come back, and he's like, now I don't even know if I can trust her. I said, sir, you can't, because if what we heard 2 episodes ago, baby, and if she really doing that, no, you cannot trust her. Okay, you cannot trust her. She's getting paid to keep eyes on your ass. All right. But yeah, and the emotion, the actor that is playing him, he is really developing, and I'm liking the way that his character is evolving as well, because he went from being so childish, and now he's learning, and now he's like coming to the realization that I don't want to live this life. I do got people. At first, I thought I had people out here that love me. I do got people that love me, and I do got people that got my back. And I don't want to live this street life no more. Okay? But when it comes to Gemma had her daddy over to the apartment. Now, I want to understand how much money she getting from Brittany to be affording that apartment, because that's a nice looking apartment, and it looked like it's in a high rise. Okay, and then it looked like the furniture could possibly have came from Amazon, because they got some nice some stuff on there too. I ain't looking down on the girls. Okay, she could false flag all she want to, the shit look nice. All right, but at the same time, she got a little private chef, just so she's supposed to do like this dinner date with Jake and her, and Tiara and her daddy, right? But see, Jake wasn't there. She said Jake wound up double booking. So he says. And then, while they over there, Daddy is impressed. Because remember, he said if this music thing don't work out, you're going to take your ass to college, okay? And, this is all she's doing to try to convince him that she's making the right choice of not going to college. And so at this point, Brittany winds up popping up. She wasn't supposed to be there, and she was trying to keep her out the door. But see, the daddy opened up the door and was like, so is you her artist, or are you her weed person? Because she did drop off some weed or whatever. That's really what she came over there for. And she came on in or whatever. They was eating and all that stuff. We found out that she can cook, and we found out the little backstory how she used to have to take care of Bakari, and this made her all up. Gemma was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, I forgot. And they, I hope this work out, and all of this, and they touching each other, and the daddy peeped right away. The daddy was like, and then Tiara texted and said, girl, I see exactly what you mean, okay? And they was like, I like that, right? Now see, what I like about the daddy in this situation, when he did ask her, is it something that you want to tell me about you and Brittany? Is it just business with y'all or whatever? And he didn't just outwardly say, you fucking. And she was just like, I mean, it is. That's just what it was. He said, don't shit where you eat, okay? Don't eat where you shit, or something like that. And she was like, I ain't doing that. Just mind your business, all that stuff, whatever. But he wasn't judging. He was just wanting her to be careful. So I was cool with that. Meanwhile, she go over there to Jake, and they talking and all this stuff. And she was like, could you rub my back? He rubbing her back, and then he gets the phone and he looking at the text and started laughing. She said, who texting us? And he was like, nobody. She was like, well, let me see. It was like, come on, if we're going to be up in this relationship, we got to be honest with each other, okay? And he said, okay, well, you want me to be honest? That was the first lady. She came over here and she let me fuck. Y'all, when he said that so, like, nonchalantly. And Jimmy was standing there stuck like, wait a minute, what? She said, now hold up. You ain't have to just say it like that. You could have eased that shit up in there. You ain't just have to zoom that shit out like that. And he said, you wanted me to be honest, right? That's what you wanted me to do, right? He said, listen, I'm 18 years old. That don't mean that I'm going to be with you forever or whatever. I said, you know what? It's fucked up what he was saying, but it was still the truth. They are 18 years old. They've been together probably since they were 16, 17 years old, right? And they have had so much go on in that relationship, with the getting pregnant, losing the baby, the whole cheating situation, and the way that they got together, right? And so he like, we can be together now, but ain't no telling if we gonna be together 10 years from now, whatever. I don't want to be just fucking you. I said, God damn. He said, you don't want to just be doing me right. She was like, but you're my person, so I guess yes. And he said, let's just be honest, okay? You can't tell me that you ain't done nothing with Brittany. And she was like, I haven't done anything with Brittany. He said, we in a relationship, right? We supposed to be honest with each other, right? So be honest. She said, well, we kissed for like 2 seconds. And he said, see, you kissed that bitch. I said, now hold on, Jay. You can't get mad like that. Because yes, she kind of did it first. Because she did kiss. Now, if you want to call that cheating, that's cheating. It depends on what type of relationship and what rules and parameters you got up in your relationship. But I will feel like most people will feel like if you kissing somebody that ain't your boo, then you cheating, okay? So technically, yeah, she cheated first, but she ain't had sex or intercourse with that lady yet. That lady didn't put her mouth on her other set of lips yet. That lady didn't put her fingers inside her yet. That lady didn't put that plastic up inside her yet, okay? She didn't do none of that yet. But you allowed that first lady to come up in your house and let you fuck, okay? Then that's disgusting. That's disgusting. At the same time, that age shit, that is just nasty, all right? And you want to get up in your feelings, baby. When she said all that, he was like, but you thought about it. You want to. Jimmy was like, them tears kind of dried up a little bit. She was like, I said, yes. Yes. Okay, bitch. And then we get to him saying, no, Jimmy said, you want your cake and eat it too? He said, what's the point of having cake if you can't eat it? Let me just tell y'all this. Jimmy said, what does that mean? I said, you tell me what it means. Because at the end of the day, I really hate that saying when they trying to talk about people wanting to have this and have that at the same time. I get what you're trying to say, but I really don't feel like that's a good saying, because why the fuck, if we want to take it literally, because some people will take that literally like me, I want my cake and I want to eat it too. Bitch, I'm not finna just make some cake and I'm not going to eat it. I'm not finna buy a piece of cake and I'm not going to eat it. I'm going to just let it sit there and spoil and get rotten and throw it away. No, bitch, I'm going to taste that. I'm going to do all of that. Lick the frosting and all that. Okay? But see, that's not what the saying is meaning. I need y'all to fix that. Because a bitch like me will take it literal. Okay? Yes, I want my cake and eat it too. I'm on Jake's side with this. Okay? Y'all are young. But Jimmy, y'all already know where it's going. So because of this, it's y'all doing childish things again. This is how y'all know y'all need to be not together. She goes over there to the studio and she see Brittany in the studio. The engineer leaves. She goes over there to the other studio where Brittany at. She dancing for her, and then she trying to get in her. She trying to let her get in her, and she was like, girl, ain't nobody trying to do that right now. She was like, but you don't want to have sex with me? He was like, I do, but having sex with a woman is different, and if we cross that line, it ain't never going back to the same. And she was like, sex it with, I said, yes, okay, I just want y'all to understand that. For these back curious girls, okay, and the ones that think, oh, let me just fuck this because this man messed me up or whatever, so let me go to a woman. Don't do that, because a woman will mess you up even worse. You will fall harder harder, and you'll be even more fucked up than what you was with that man. I'm just letting you know. I'm trying to warn you. Don't say I didn't. Moving on from that, I need them to break up. But see, they little storyline kind of cute. I ain't even gonna lie, I'm a little bit invested. Also, we get into and then Pastor Zeke gonna ask Papa, do he wanna be his assistant? And he said it's gonna have to be full time. You're gonna have to quit that job at Smokey's. And I just feel like at this point, Papa, he lost somebody that was close to him that he looked up to. And now he has somebody else to come in and somewhat take his place. And so now I just feel like he's being gullible. I really do. And I feel like Pastor Zeke is not doing, I don't feel like he's being 100 with him. I don't feel like his motives are pure with Papa. And I just don't want to see Papa getting hurt in the process. I really don't. Moving on from that, Emmett Emmett and Keisha, baby, Emmett must have really put it down on Keisha the night before. Keisha woke up and made him a big ass breakfast, okay? I said pancakes, eggs, bacon, grits, all of that shit. I said, all right, and some turkey sausage. I said, you gave him 2 type of meats, okay? I said, all right, and they was up there talking or whatever. He was like, yeah, I must have really put it down. He's like, I cook for my man if I want to. It don't have to do nothing like that. And was like, did you talk to Duda, whatever? Talk to Alicia and all that stuff. And he was like, damn, baby, can we just spend some time together and not think about that? And she was like, okay, fine. And he was like, go ahead and eat your food. He was like, I want to eat you first. I said, wait a minute. Sometimes they just throw some stuff up in there and I just be caught off guard. I be like, oh, I got to use that line, okay? And I want to eat you first. All right. Keisha said, go ahead, let you do it. Okay, they do what they got to do. And, because they was scared. At one point, he was scared to answer the phone because he got a text message and she was like, is that Duda? I was like, oh, no, it's my daddy. We supposed to be doing this daddy-son type of situation to go play some laser tag. So they go play laser tag. Baby, why did old boy, what's his name, Brett Gray? If y'all ever saw On My Block, the black boy that was on the show On My Block that was on Netflix, him. His name is Damien and he is his brother. And the way Darnell slid that shit up in there like that was just supposed to be okay and Emmett was going to be okay with it. Baby, Emmett was barely okay when you tried to come back into his life. And it took time for you to get back into his life so y'all could be on the level that y'all at now. And you just popped this boy up and and he said they're around the same age. I said, what? And he's so goddamn goofy still. And then when he had him over, he was having his mama and his daddy over to the house. Keisha cooked for everybody, whatever. Why he bring Damien too? Baby, I would have been pissed off, okay? Listen, on the one hand, at least we trying to get into the fact that, they did tell us that Darnell had a whole bunch of kids prior to this, right? And so now we see him with other kids. Okay, fine. But the way he popped that boy up, baby, I will feel some type of way in real life too. Okay? Emmett was keeping it real. I ain't even gonna lie. Moving on from that, Alicia is shy. Baby, Miss Lynn Whitfield still got it, baby. Okay. Girl, the first thing that we seen with Shy was cuddled all up. Little Spoon and Big Spoon and Alicia up in that bed. I said, oh my God, he kissing all up on there. I said, you really finna keep your keep there, okay? But he said, baby, I just like being here with you. You know what I'm saying? You make me a better man or some shit like that. I said, now, did you say that to Deja? Shit, listen, I gotta go where the flow at, okay? And where the room and the board is free right about now. But I really do think that Shy got something for her, whatever. But at one point, she takes this leather coat out the closet and put it on him, and he was like, I don't want no other niggas hand-me-down, because it was somebody else that she knew, right? And I feel like it was her brother Q's, okay? I really do feel like it was his coat. And she was like, if somebody giving you something, you better take it. And I want you to come work for me. And she said she needed somebody to be the head of her security. He said, if it's legit, cool. And she was like, yeah, it's legit. He was like, she said, but I need you to hold a gun. He said, I can't do that. I'm a felon. She said, I'll swing it and make some arrangements so that that'll be cool. I said, shy, baby, you finna get your ass sit back to jail. Oh, she said, you gonna get a lot of money and you gonna get some benefits. I said, pussy benefits. All right. I said, come on, Miss Lady. Mind you, earlier, Leon came over. Now, his name is Alonzo. And I said, who the fuck is he? I know he the lawyer, right? Baby, I should have known because they kind of look alike. And I said, the casting for this was on point. He is Alicia's baby daddy. He is Rob's father, okay? And basically he wasn't the best father because he wasn't around. You know what I'm saying? So when we saw Rob was like, what the fuck? What you doing here? You know? And he called him Robert. He said, they call me Rob. I said, all right. Now let me tell you something. Iman Shumpert, I ain't like the way that you treated Tiana during this divorce situation that y'all finna have. You being petty as shit. Just like a Chicago ass nigga, okay? So I could put that to you. But at the same time, I still kind of like him. You know, he's still kind of cute or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I still kind of like him. He's still an asshole for what he did with Tatiana. But, you know, I like assholes. I really do sometimes. It is what it is. You know, sometimes you just can't turn that shit off. But, yeah, he came over there and he was talking to Alicia, and Alicia said, oh, so it takes for somebody to get shot for your ass to pop up. He said, first of all, I'm here because of Victor. He's Victor's lawyer, trying to help him out. And she was like, you can't do that. It was like, yes, I can, because he's about to go down for Q's murder when we know that dude I was the one that did it. So therefore, that's why I'm here, okay? And I said, child, all right. And at one point, did y'all see how close they got to each other? And I was like, oh, y'all about to kiss? He had her sprung. And he was like, I'll see you later. I said, you ain't finna be this close to me and ain't gonna kiss my little bitch. At least kiss me on the neck or something. I said, had that lady just in there, just soiling all up in her juices, okay? And then gonna invite Rob out. And basically try to make it seem like he wanted to talk to him just to get to know him again. But no, it's really to get him to testify against Duda. And Rob said, nigga, are you crazy? He said, you know what? Fuck you. Man, fuck you. I said, all right. This is a lot that's going on. This episode was kind of cute. It was kind of cute, y'all. And what else was happening up in this episode? Girl, Kenya. That's what I wanted to say. When they was at church that first time, baby, at the beginning of the episode, and when she left, why was Zay there? Zay there gonna say something. Hey, you the preacher's daughter? You the pastor's daughter? She was like, yeah. Is it true what they say about preacher kids? I said, what the fuck you trying to get to? And I know what he was trying to get to, and she heard it too. Basically, you know how they say about the PK kids, they be the most fast and the most freaky and the most, you know, out there, whatever. But she was like, he said, can I take you out or whatever? She said, I got a son. He said, okay, that's fine. I already know that. And I'm sitting here like, that's interesting. Now, are you being for real, Zay? You know, and if y'all don't remember who Zay is, he works with Duda, okay? He wants to be the main dude, and he winds up telling her that in the car. Now, see, this is what I got an issue with Kenya. Kenya acted one way when she was around Papa and the crew. And remember when they was up in there smoking and all that stuff, and I feel like she had an issue with them smoking and all that or whatever around her and doing all that stuff. She was acting like she was real innocent and goody two-shooter, and she ain't never do that like that. But when she was up in that car with Zay, and she was like, nah, I ain't never smoked before, and then he gave her that blunt, and she went on ahead and poured on it like a pro. I said, wait a minute, no cough? Are you smoking Tiffany them stuff or whatever? What's going on? Because I was a little confused. You took that a little bit too much easy when you gave Papa hell. Okay, she didn't take it easy on Papa, right? It was almost like a judgmental type of thing a little bit, you know. And then she different with Zay, and I feel like it's because Papa was strictly about this Christian lifestyle, you know what I'm saying, with the church and all that stuff. And usually, once you grow up in something like that, it's no surprise if what you are attracted to is the opposite. She liked the bad boys. And I feel like that's just what it is, because I felt like it probably was something that was probably going to go on between her and Jake at one point. Baby, that threw me for a loop for how quick the preacher's wife went over that to him. Something about that ain't right, and something about that don't sit well with me the way that they read it in. Because it was just too quick and too convenient, and just it just don't make her look right at all. Because how do you do that? This is y'all first meeting, like for real, and the only thing that you ever said to this person was, hello, my name is, and oh, your hair looks nice, and next thing you know, you're over at his place and you're sucking his dick. Like, it's a child. It's a child. Lock her ass up, because ain't no telling how many she done did this to and how young. But anyway, the episode was kind of good. After I just reviewed it like this, it was kind of good. Okay, baby, I'm worried about a couple of people. Jim about to get her heart hurt. Girl, stop playing around. Papa about to get played. I really feel like that pastor is about to play him. I just don't got a good feeling about it, and I do not want Shy to get caught up for real. But if he may, he may. But yeah, you guys tell me how y'all felt about the episode, and if I missed anything, just let me know in the comments. We will have a discussion about it. Well, let me fast forward and see if I did. Nope, I didn't miss anything. But yeah, you guys have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy your holiday, and please be safe, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.